How'd that happen? Okay, hello everybody. This is Gaelynn Lea for another edition of Concerts from Home. This time with my good friend Al Church.
Hi.
Hi, and my bandmate when we have a band, whenever that day returns. Someday, right?
We gotta get the band back together for
We
sure.
do. The band's got to get back together. And yeah, Al, how have you been? I guess.
I've been okay. Just you know,
You
just
know,
navigating this the stuff, but I'm yeah. I mean, I've been doing better this week. So this week
that's
and last couple of weeks, yeah.
good. Like, what's changed? What made it better?
I think I've feeling a little bit more creative,
Mm-hmm.
and like when all the George Floyd stuff happened, I just didn't play music or create
Yeah.
anything for 2 months.
Yep.
So just getting back in. So I don't know, just kind of getting in a better place creatively, I think,
That's
right
good.
now.
Are you like writing
Yeah,
music?
writing some new music.
Ah.
Yeah.
What's the vibe of the new stuff?
It's kind of um I've been doing everything myself. So I've been just at the loft here.
Yep. I like
Uh
his little apartment. It's really cute.
yeah. So I've just been I got a drum set up, and I just put the Rhodes here so you can kind of see the Rhodes in the background. But
Okay, nice. That's like
you,
your prop for this show?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are
This
you
is
gonna
I'm not going
play
to
it?
play it.
Oh, I was like, are you gonna play it? That'd be sweet. Okay. Cool.
Maybe.
Well,
Um,
so the vibe is just kind of like building it piece by piece.
yeah. Yep.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
so I've been mixing. So I have been taking some classes online about mixing and
What? Where do you do that?
yeah. Just there's quite a few people that teach mixing and stuff online, and then I've
Yeah.
read this book about mixing, like so it's just been kind of figuring out how to navigate, because it's I want to try to keep putting out music or keep working on stuff. So
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I want to do before the end of the year an instrumental album. Oh, nice rose. There it is. And nice hat, which you're not. Are you not? You're not. Oh, you're not in the shot anymore. There, you kind of are.
kind of am.
More. It's like 1/4 of your head. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna make an album of instrumental music mostly. I think this winter, but I'm gonna try to mix it. So maybe I'll have to take some of those classes.
Yeah.
Dang, that's
Well, we should
cool.
do a Zoom. We should do a Zoom, and we can look at
A
each
Zoom
other's
workshop.
screens. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that'd be sweet. Well, let me. So, Al Church grew up in Duluth, and we met in school many, many years ago, almost 20 years ago now. And then, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
It's a long time ago.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then we started playing together in 2016, right after the Tiny Desk. And he's in my band, and he helped me produce my last album, Learning How to Stay. And he does his own awesome music. So today, instead of doing my songs, he's going to play at least one of his and a couple of sweet covers.
Yeah.
So do you want to do Night Games for
Yeah.
everybody?
Let's do it.
Sweet. This is Al Church's song, Night Games. I'm going to leave, and
Okay.
so they can see you better.
Sweet. And we stayed out too late, playing capture the flag, kicked the can till you ran, holding hands, past Trail Drive, offsides. And we stayed out too late, making forts out of crates, cassette tapes, we put the board on top of their graves. And we stayed out all night till the morning light, biking up and down Pike, the trees are real bright. It's not safe to go outside the windows of your home. It's not safe to go outside the windows of your home. They're calling our name. They're calling our name. They're calling our name. Calling our name. Your brother threw out our walkie-talkies. The cherries lit up and the dust revealed had been caught. We flew out of the woods to play ghost in the graveyard and left behind bikes in the cemetery. Hide and go seek, we weren't supposed to speak. Cheek to cheek, seat to seat, our knees became weak. It's not safe to go outside the windows of your home. It's not safe to go outside the windows of your home. They're calling there, and we stayed up too late playing capture the flag. And we stayed out too late playing capture the flag. Kicked the can in the sand and the man broke our hand. We stayed out too late, I made one mistake. I saw my neighbor bury our stolen bikes in the ground. It's not safe to go outside the windows of your home. It's not safe to go outside the windows of your home. It's not safe to go outside the windows of your home. I'm alone, long way from here. Put on a poncho, play for mosquitoes, and drank till I was thirsty again. I went searching, thrift store jungle. Found Geronimo's rifle, Maryland shampoo, Benny Goodman's corset and fan. Okay, made this up. I promised you I'd never give up. If it makes you happy, can't be that bad. If it makes you happy, I'll get around real low down. Dream you listen to Coltrane, derail your own train, but who hasn't been there before? I come round the hard way. Bring your comics in bed, scrape the mold off your bread, and serve you French toast again. Well, okay, I still get stoned. I'm not the kind of girl you take home if it makes you happy. It can't be that bad if it makes you happy. Then why the hell are you so sad? Why the hell are you so sad? I've been far away from here. Put on a poncho, played for mosquitoes and everywhere in between. Well, okay, we get along. So what if right now everything's wrong? If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. If it makes you why the hell are you so sad? If it makes you happy, can't be that bad. If it makes you happy, then why the hell are you so sad?
Oh my gosh. Five questions.
Hey.
Why does your guitar sound like a flute? That was your guitar, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, what pedal was that? That was awesome.
Oh, yeah, it's a Mellotron.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I want
Mellotron.
one for my violin. That's
Yeah,
awesome
you
sounding.
should.
I wonder what that would sound like. Because some guys like, we don't hear the guitar at all. And I was like, I think you do. It just does not sound like a guitar.
Yeah, it's just this.
That's cool. Also, Bartek, who you haven't met yet, sadly. Someday you will. He was in England. He said that's his favorite Sheryl Crow song.
Yeah.
I personally like Hand in My Pocket, but I think I like your version of this song better than the original Sheryl Crow version. So good job. Yeah, slowing it down is cool. I was kind of wondering because for people who don't know, I started adding captions to all my shows last week,
Yeah.
which is one thing that Patreon has allowed me to do, funding captions. But I have to get the lyrics the day before or whatever. So I asked Al to send me the lyrics, and when he said he was doing that song, I was like, huh. That's not a song I expected Al to do, but now I see why. Totally different version. So good job, dude. That's
Thank
fun.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
I
like
love Sheryl Crow's the best.
she is a good songwriter. Were you? Oh, you weren't with me. Dave Mailing went with me to Winnipeg, and we got to see her play at Winnipeg Folk Festival the year I was there. I had never seen her live before, and it was pretty fun actually. And you realize that your whole childhood was basically listening to Sheryl Crow, and you didn't even notice it. You're like, what?
I know. She's got so many good songs.
She's got a million.
Yeah.
She's a good writer. So anything new you want to share? Like what? So you're working on music.
New music.
Where can people find you, Mr. Church?
I'm mostly on the Instagrams and the Facebooks and Twitter.
And Twitter. And then do you
But
have
I
a
don't.
website?
I haven't really found a way to crack Twitter yet.
Yeah. Twitter's my most favorite for learning about disability rights, and then least favorite for posting, except for sometimes you do actually make like connections that you can keep in touch with.
Like Sparhawk's the best on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I don't know how
like there's
Alan
some people
Sparhawk got
there's
so good
some
at Twitter.
there's some people that are just really 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 good at Twitter.
Yep.
And you're just like, how do you do that? Like, how are you so good?
Yeah, he like added those captions to the dog.
Yeah.
The dog pictures and stuff.
Oh yeah,
I don't
it's
know if you're
amazing.
watching those.
It's so good. And then the vansplaining.
Yeah, and for someone so serious, you would not necessarily be like, oh, he's gonna rate or he's gonna like write a fake caption for my dog. But he does, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He rules Twitter. He's one of the better ones. Yeah. So do you want to do another song?
Yeah, let's do another song.
Yeah. So do you want to tell them the Tom Petty tale in Iceland?
Woo. Oh yes, absolutely. That was in Iceland, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you say England? I thought you said England.
Oh no, Iceland. Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. So in Iceland, Gaelynn and I were playing the Reykjavik music festival there, and arts festival, the Reykjavik Arts Festival.
Yep.
And Gaelynn bought a shirt that Bjork owned, and it was amazing.
I forgot about that. It's a small country, man.
It's
so
such a small country. They're like, yeah, Bjork had. So we took
Bjork shirt.
we took a bunch of clothes from Bjork's closet.
Yeah,
basically, I was like, yeah, Gaelynn needs to have one of those. And so anyway, we did that, and then but we were talking after the show, and I was like, I said something about like I was like singing a Tom Petty song, and they're like, who is like what are you talking about? I'm like, Tom Petty. I'm like, yeah, like of course you know who Tom Petty is, right?
Yeah.
Like I just said it kind of matter of fact, and they're like, Tom Petty? What are you talking about? I'm like, Tom Petty? Yeah, like I'm like, do you know who I'm talking about? Tom Petty, the singer songwriter Tom Petty, the amazing, brilliant, like best musician ever. And it's like seven. Do you remember that? Like there was like 7 people around. We were in that little cafe, and none of them
had ever heard of
Tom Petty, let alone like
any of his songs.
So I went the extra mile because I was like, well, whatever, and I was like, okay, they got to know Free Fallin'. So I was like, and I'm free falling, and they're like, no, they're like they were looking at me with the face of like deer in a head, just like watching a computer screen for 7 hours, just blank, super blank look in their eyes, like nothing there.
Nope.
And I was like, come on. I'm like, no, I won't back down. Like I tried to sound exactly like Tom Petty. I was like, no, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates. No, just anyway.
Not even Last Dance with Mary Jane. They
Nothing. Just no,
like,
I think I went through the whole catalog.
you did.
So I made a Tom Petty playlist, and then I shared it with all of our new friends in Iceland and Reykjavik. I hope if someone's watching, please say hi.
And see how the Tom Petty education is coming along in the country.
Yeah, we got to basically check in with our Tom Petty quota because, as ambassadors, ambassadors of Petty,
we
are.
At least. You are
I
like
am definitely
a
bona fide ambassador.
Tom Petty ambassador. It's true.
So, but anyway, I hope all of our friends in Iceland are doing well. We should probably visit there because Corona doesn't exist there.
Is it really not? Oh, man.
It's like you can just go to restaurants and.
That would be weird now.
We should go.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
Let's go. Let's move there.
Move to Iceland. Well, that was a pretty beautiful place. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
It was cold, though. It never got warm.
Yeah.
60 degrees Fahrenheit basically all year. Like, not all year, but that was like the peak of summer.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was pretty crazy. But
we don't know what that's like living in Duluth or anything.
Yeah, right. No, but that's the thing is I'm like, I know Duluth is cold, but this is like, it would be weird never to get warm ever. But
right.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
That was the weirdest thing. Tom Petty, I guess, never toured in Iceland, so nobody had a reason to know him.
And I think he speaks about a very particular word, his. It's very American, everything, because they were talking about Billy Joel, and they were like, we love Billy Joel, they're like, we love him, and I'm like, and that's weird because I'm way more of I think Tom Petty is way higher respected in America. You know what I mean?
In Al Church's heart.
In my heart, I mean,
and / maybe America too.
So I think it was a thing. Because if you think about American Girl, because his big song was American Girl, and then, a lot of his depictions are pretty American, I guess, Southern, Southern accent and those, Full Moon Fever, very American. Although that was produced by Jeff Lynne, who is ELO, who is Iceland adores ELO. I'm sure. They know, Electric Light Orchestra.
Yeah.
So it's what the heck? Why did Petty get left behind?
I don't know, but that was weird because we were thinking that Al Church could just release all the Tom Petty songs in Iceland and then become a superstar. So that would have been cool.
So that might be the next movie idea is
Yeah. Well, I think that got taken with the Beatles.
With the Beatles
that
thing.
Already happened.
But I'll just do some. It'll be the sequel.
The sequel.
As I go to Iceland and they really don't know Tom Petty. It felt like that movie. I mean, it did feel like
you're like, what planet am I suddenly on?
Where is there I can't believe that there's a place in the world that doesn't know what how free falling goes. Free falling.
Or at least Iceland. It's halfway between America and Europe. It's like.
I mean, it's a super hip music community. Amazing musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm sure you're gonna get a bunch of Icelanders being
now.
They'd be like, I love Petty. I've loved Petty for years.
Maybe that's true. Maybe we just found the one group in Iceland.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
So wait, which one are you going to do of the Petty?
So I'm going to do a Tom Petty cover. I'm going to do a song called Listen to Her Heart.
Do you know anything about this song? I know that's weird, but I know...
I
Won't Back Down, I guess, was after someone burned his house down, and I had never heard that before. You don't know what this one's about?
No.
Okay, just wondering.
I don't.
That was cool. Not cool to have somebody burn your house down.
Yeah.
Very uncool. But I didn't know that that's what that song, why that song had been written. So sometimes the stories behind some are cool,
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I'm going to leave again so that you can play and people can see you.
I'll get to it.
Sweet.
Thanks, Gaelynn. Yeah. Thanks for having me. You think you're gonna take her away with your money and your cocaine. Keep thinking that her mind is gonna change, but I know everything is okay. She's gonna listen to her heart. It's gonna tell her what to do. She might need a lot of loving, but she don't need you. You want me to think that I'm being used. You want her to think it's over. You can't see it doesn't matter what you do, but you don't even know her. She's gonna listen to her heart. It's gonna tell her what to do. She might need a lot of loving, but she don't need you. You can't just creep up behind her. Well, you can't understand that she's my girl. She's my girl. She's gonna listen to her heart. It's gonna tell her what to do. She might need a lot of loving, but she don't need you. Yeah, she's gonna listen to her heart. It's gonna tell her what to do. She might need a lot of loving, but she don't need you.
Yay! Good job. That's a Minnesota vibe of Tom Petty, I would say.
Woo!
Right? I like it a lot. That's
Yeah.
cool. Aw, yay. So
Thanks for having me,
yeah,
Gaelynn.
thanks for being a part of this. I figure if I'm gonna do a show every week, might as well showcase some of my awesome friends and their
Well, I appreciate
amazing
it.
music. Yeah, I love you. I miss you.
Love you too, and miss
Oh.
you. I can't wait to
Come to
see
Duluth
you.
sometime.
Yeah, we'll have to hang out in the park sometime with
I know.
masks and
I know I've been doing a little more of that, and it's pretty good. I figure until winter descends, that's a pretty good workaround.
yes,
Right? So
for sure. And I'll hang out in the park in the winter too.
Well,
don't
yeah, I
care.
was thinking that too. I was like, unless it's -20, I
Yeah.
probably will still want to go to parks and hang
Yeah.
out with people.
And then we can also see like our breath, so we know particles that come out of our mouth will be totally highlighted by the weather.
I
So
know. And then then we'll be like, oh, that's how coronavirus spreads. Okay. I
there
get
you
it.
go. Yeah.
I know, crazy. Well, I hope that you have a good week, and that when you write new stuff, you can come do another show with me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna send you some new tracks.
That's exciting, dude.
I'm gonna work on one today actually, and
You are?
I'll
Good.
yeah, after I watch your set. I'm gonna keep watching the
Okay,
live
yeah.
stream, but
What I'll do is I'll close it. You can stay on here or just go to YouTube. It's either
Yep.
way is fine. So
I'll do that.
but I love you and thanks
Love you
for
too.
being on my show.
Thanks for having me.
Have a good day and thanks for playing. And Al
Yes.
Church, any tips you donate today? I'm gonna split with Al, of course. And then do you have a website? Is it just Al?
I do.
Church?
It's just alchurchmusic.com.
.com. Okay, I'll put that in the video description too, so you guys can check his stuff out. You have Night Games
Yep.
and Summer. What's
Next
it called?
summer.
Next summer. Is
Yep.
there any other full lengths?
And then I just have no, I think that those are the only two that are out, right? That I have copies of. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he had a lot of high school, college music.
Yeah.
But not probably available now. So, but yes.
Well,
check
Al
out
Church and State. I still have some Al Church and State
I do like that album
CDs.
actually. It's
Yeah.
early baby Al album.
Baby Me. Yeah.
Baby Al. Yeah.
I actually,
Aw.
listened to a couple songs the other day. I was like, oh, weird. That was
That's-
so a different time. A whole
I
different.
know, like in every single possible way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's weird. Well, check out
Okay.
Al's music, and Al will be back with new music someday. We'll have you back to play some of your new tunes in
Sounds-
the future.
Sounds great.
Cool.
Okay.
Love you, and I'm gonna play a couple tunes before we
Bye.
head out. Cool. Press the arrow key down. Sorry, 1 sec. The arrow key, like just the actual arrow key. There you go. And then now press Al's picture. Yep, and then just say remove. Okay, cool. Here we are. I am gonna get set up. Yeah, I'm gonna see my bow basically. Okay, so thanks for sticking around and watching Al with me. He is a really good friend, and maybe turn off that light now that we're here. Sorry, he's a good friend, and I think one of the better musicians I know of. Oh no, whoops, that's way too dark. I look like I'm in the night. Maybe, yeah, maybe more brights is good. I don't know, trying to figure it out. There we go. I got a shadow on me, but it's okay. I wanted you to see the birds because they're going nuts this afternoon. There's just like tons and tons of them in the bird feeder. So you don't have to look at me. You can look at the birds. Or maybe we can angle that out a little. Yeah, that might help. I don't know. Well, anyways, so I'm going to keep playing for you. I have 3 songs picked out with vocals. And then my hearing aid is somewhere here that I need. Right there. I have 3 songs with vocals that I have picked out for the captioner. But I also want to play an improvisational piece for you. So if you have any ideas of a theme that I could cover for improv music, this is your time to put it in the comments, and I will look at them and pick a theme for the last piece today, which will be an improv piece. So I'm so glad you guys got to watch Al. He's awesome and a good friend. He is hilarious. We did a couple tours together. He did South by Southwest with me and Iceland, which we talked about, and yeah, and he's just great. So here we go. I'm gonna play "Watch the World Unfold" for you now, a song that I wrote on my album, "The Songs We Sing Along the Way." pushing up through the dirt just like a seed, but you're never quite a flower. You feel more just like a weed, driving through, driving through. You wanna know where you are going, but the windshield's always dirty, and you never get to see what makes you think that you'll ever get there. What makes you think you deserve to know? Who are you really? Are you so important? Take a look around and watch the world unfold. Watch the world unfold. Watch the world unfold. Watch the world unfold. Need advice. You have no clue what you're doing. Moral compass it is spinning. An identity unhinged. Where to turn, where to turn. There's so many opinions, and they're all a little different. And the outlook's getting dim. What makes you think that you'll ever get there? What makes you think you deserve to know? Who are you really? Are you so important? Take a look around and watch the world unfold. Watch the world unfold. Watch the world unfold. Watch the world unfold. Pushing up through the dirt just like a seed, but you're never quite a flower. You feel more just like a weed. There you go. That is Watch the World Unfold. And it's one of the earlier songs that I wrote. I actually wrote it for a band that I was in called the Get Arounds, but then figured out how to loop it solo. And it's a lot of fun to do. So, yeah, I also forgot while Al was here, I'm super sad, but Paul's birthday was yesterday. My husband Paul's. He turned 30. Just kidding. 30 plus 9 yesterday. And it was a kind of a weird celebration, obviously, because it was just him and I. But we decided to go outside and, he talked to his parents and do some stuff that was fun, but it's obviously there was no birthday party or anything because that would be not a good idea. And so I thought it might be fun if we sang happy birthday to Paul from my house and your houses. So, Paul, do you want to come here for a second? we, yes. Well, you have to be in the shot, otherwise it would be really weird. Uh, yeah, I think you can get in, hopefully. There he is. So, I'm going to sing happy birthday to Paul, and you guys can sing along at home. So, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Paul. you. Yes, I love you. Mwah. Happy birthday, Polly. I mean, it was yesterday, but now at least you'll have had people sing happy birthday to you, even though you can't hear them. So, yeah, so that is something I wanted to do with Al because it's kind of goofy to be the only one singing, but I forgot. So, gonna do it anyways. So, happy birthday, Paul. Um, so the next thing I'm gonna play for you is called Red Rocking Chair. This is an old traditional song that is one of the ones that I heard a friend, Kyle Ola, who's a great banjo player and songwriter and guitarist. If you ever haven't heard of him, Kyle Ola, Ollah, is awesome. But anyways, he was playing this song one day. It's an old standard tune, and I just fell in love with it. So I thought I would learn it. So here we go. This is Red Rocking Chair. First, I gotta fix my pedal. Okay, here we go. I ain't got no use. I ain't got no use for your red rocking chair. 'Cause I don't got no sugar baby now. And I don't got no honey baby now. And to rock the cradle. And who'll sing this song? I will rock this cradle when you're gone. Yes, I will rock the cradle when you're gone. Later in the shade, I give her every dime I made. What more could a poor boy do? What more could a poor boy do? I've done all I can do. I've said all I can say. I'll sing it to your mom the next payday. I'll sing it to your mom the next payday. Some old rounder came along. He took my sugar baby, now he's gone. So I don't got no sugar baby now. Well, I don't got no honey baby now. I don't got no use for your red rocking chair. 'Cause I don't got no sugar baby now. And I don't got no honey baby now. There you go. That is Red Rocking Chair off of my very first album that I recorded in 2015. It came out only 4 months before I won the Tiny Desk contest, so it was just kind of a coincidence that it had come out just a little bit earlier. And that is a very old traditional tune. So I like that one a lot. So I thought I'd do two more songs for you. This one is a singing one, and then the last one will be an improvisation. So for those of you that are new to the shows, I ask people to give me ideas of something that I could like think about while I improv, while I play improvisational music. And so far, I have gotten living abroad and missing your family, and then also a rainy kind of sunset getting dark. So those are the two suggestions so far. They're both good, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to pick yet. But if you have other suggestions, feel free to do them, to ask for them while I'm playing this last song. This next one is called Little Boxes. It's by Malvina Reynolds. It's an old folk tune. I kind of thought since Al was doing some covers, that today I would do some covers as well, just for fun. So Malvina Reynolds is an old folk singer, but Pete Seeger covered this one and made it famous. So this is Little Boxes about consumerism and capitalism, basically. So here we go. Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky, little boxes on the hillside, little boxes all the same. There's a green one and a blue one, and a pink one and a yellow one, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same. And the people in the houses all went to the university, where they're put in little boxes and they all came out the same. And there's doctors and there's lawyers and business executives, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky and they all look just the same. And they all play on the golf course and drink their martinis dry, and they all have pretty children, and the children go to school, and the children go to summer camp, and then to the university, where they're put in little boxes and they all come out the same. and they all look just the same. Okay, so that is Little Boxes, a classic folk tune by Malvina Reynolds, which I really like. It was the first song I ever sang in a bar, like public, as a professional or like a performer. I did a lot of performing and in orchestras and in plays and stuff before college, but it wasn't until college that I started performing violin as like a artist, and it was in a folk duo called Gable and Gaelynn, and my bandmate Andy Gable encouraged me to pick a song to sing lead on because I usually just did harmonies, and that was the song that I picked, and it's been a fun one to do ever since. So, yeah, so that's been like 14 years probably since that happened. Time goes very fast, doesn't it? So I've been looking at the comments, and I think I promised Bartek that I would play Rebuild. And I'm going to let you in on a secret about Rebuild. It was really based on an improvisation about autumn, um, like the fall leaves swirling around. But many months later, I thought about it, and there's kind of a climax and then a part where you are rebuilding, and I thought that that might fit just like the theme for releasing it as a single better, so I named it Rebuild. But I am going to play an improvisation built on Rebuild about autumn. So, Bartek, the way that those work is I don't actually write stuff down, right, when it's an improv. So, this will be a replication of Rebuild, but it will not be exact. And if anyone wants to know what I'm thinking about while I play it, it's about fall, actually. And the raking up leaves at the end of it and stuff. So, um, picture whatever you would like, because it means different things to different people, I'm sure. But I'm gonna do Rebuild for Bartek, who requested it last week. And as a reminder, if anyone leaves a tip today, it goes to Al Church and me. We split them. And then if people want to support the live captioning, which has been a really important thing to me to start doing as an activist, I think making my shows more accessible is a priority for me. And at first I was like, oh, I can't do it because it's too expensive because it is a weekly cost. It costs me about 80 bucks a week or whatever. But then I was thinking, well, that's why I do Patreon is to have some support for monthly expenses, and this is certainly a worthy one. So if you want to support my work on Patreon, please know that some of that is going to go towards paying for these captions every week to make the shows more accessible. So, and then we can stick around and say hey for a second after if we want, but this is Rebuild. Here we go. So there you go. That is essentially the idea of the song Rebuild, dedicated to Bartek. I am very appreciative of all of you being here with me today, checking out Al Church's music and some of my own, and some great covers. Today was a nice cover day. I hope that you take care this week and that you can come back next Sunday at 2 o'clock. I'm going to have more guests, I think, just for fun, because I do love hanging out with these people virtually while we are doing these shows. And so, if you know of any artists that would be a good fit, send me an email or leave it in the comments, and I will look them up, see if they want to be a guest on the show. So, thank you so much for being here, and take care of yourselves. I think this week, for me personally, going to try to get outside a little bit every single day, because it's definitely not good to be inside all the time. That's the thing I've been noticing. And then I want to start working on recording that solo album in the next couple weeks. So we will be um, yeah, we will be in touch, and I'll see you next week. And I really, really appreciate all of your support, especially those of you who come every week. So thank you very, very, very much. And I love you guys, and I'll see you in 7 beautiful days. Now I have to do the awkward shutdown thing, so hold on a second. I can never just leave. Sorry. Just press. Oh, well, that works. This is the part where the computer floats to me. I hope you guys liked watching the birds. Okay, now I'm leaving for real. Okay, bye guys.